Hi, good evening. It's a long time since I've been here. I think we are in the next stage of the third day of our challenge, how to fall in love with your business again. You might be feeling, I thought we would do this because some people have been coming to me about they're feeling stagnant. They're working so hard and they can't see any movement or any more customers or more income, and they're feeling quite stagnant and overwhelmed with their business. In the attempt to try and move to the next stage, and this is quite a normal feeling. Sometimes you feel stagnant and stuck. And so I thought I would come up with this challenge to challenge you all to think about how you can fall in love with your business again. And I thought I would come up with 3 things for you to look at in this challenge. And you might have already talked about it already. But one of the main one, when I'm working with my clients around this, I always start to ask them, are they still working according to their purpose? Are they still aligned? Because in business, sometimes you can get distracted and change your purpose or whatever, because that's where you think the shiny objects are. But are you still aligned with your purpose? And for you to really relook at this again. And 9 out of 10, you'll find out that one of the reasons why you are feeling stagnant is that you have shifted your purpose, or you've moved away from your purpose and you're doing something completely unrelated to your purpose. And I think one of the main thing about relooking at the benefit of relooking at your purpose is to ask that big question: why? Why am I even doing this in the first place? And in your purpose, you normally find the answer about the driver, because the purpose is your driver of why you're here in the first place. What are you? Why do you set up your business in the first place? The next thing I would like people to have a look at when they're feeling demoralized and feeling overwhelmed and stagnant with their business is to look at their money mindset, their relationship with money, and are they aligned with their values around money and about the issue of the impact. Because I believe that the more income you get to your business, the more impact you make, and that is very rewarding in itself and satisfying. So to just think about, what is my relationship with money? What are those negative messages I have about money, and really confront them. And it starts from the mindset and things like, are you invoicing? Are you getting paid for what you're worth? Are you getting paid on time? Or these are all the things which can get you really stuck if the cash flow is not working. And chasing what you're owed. This all can be be driven by you relooking at your relationship with money. Because sometimes people, we actually get so busy with doing, and we forget to do the basic things like chasing for what you've invoiced for, actually sending the invoice in the first place, and also looking about, are you charging the right value for your services? And that's very, very much related to about how we value ourselves and what messages we've had around money. The third thing, which I think is really a very important thing in when you're feeling, why am I doing this? Oh, this is just so hard work without any payoffs whatsoever, is to start looking at what's your relationship. When was the last time you had a meeting with your current client, your old client. What relationships do you have with them? I'm always myself feel very, very inspired when I create the time to go and meet my clients, to go and meet my old customers, because they are the reason, they remind me of why I set up my business, because they're appreciative of my services, my product, and they telling me that this is they're giving me feedback about it, about what they need. I'm finding out about what is their current needs. Am I still on point? And I always work away with more client, more customer, and more business, and feeling inspired to just say, this is worth it. It doesn't matter how hard you might feel at the moment, but they have reminded me about the reason why my service or my product is out there, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Your customers, they're really mirroring you. They are your best supporters. They are telling you that we need your service. So they are really so important to keep that relationship. So I always talk about creating time to go and see your customers. I always think that magic happens, I think, when you create time to make that call, to reach out to them, to go and meet them, and sit down over a cup of tea. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate or formal, and touch base with them. It's always very, very inspiring. And it's really, for me, I get into that mood of, oh, this is really worth it. And I'm back in love with my business. And that is the whole object of the three things I talked about. So in summary, you need to align yourself with your purpose. You need to look at your mindset and start valuing yourself and charging people for what you're worth. And you need to build those relationships, reconnect with your old customers. Meanwhile, if you've got any comments, and join us on our challenge, and keep sending those comments about what are you going to do in your business, what is related to you, to fall in love with a business again. Until next time, goodbye.